Okay, here's a picture of Crystal Lake, when you could actually swim in it, which my folks did. This is a picture of how it looked in 1905, and it was sent to Mr. Daniel Howell in Morristown, New Jersey, with a 1-cent stamp. But many people used to swim in that lake, and it was a lake, and it had grown over pretty much because the railroad used to run right alongside of this. And when Serbies owned the property and wanted to sell for the development where they built the church, the Catholic Church, and all that, they kept bothering him. Well, the lake had grown mostly in, but he blew up the dam. So there was no lake, because they kept saying they couldn't there because of water being too close and all this stuff. Well, when he did that, Crystal Lake disappeared, the water disappeared, and they let him build the development. And that's why actually the townhouses and whatnot would be almost where the lake is, because that used to come out onto Oakdale Road, and the railroad ran along there. And then Arnold Nichols bought the entire railroad bed along there and sold it off in pieces to different people. My mother and father, it went behind our house on Main Street, but my father had leased it through the railroad, the Jersey Central. And all the telephone wires at that point in time used to go behind our house. And I can remember one storm when I was a real little kid. In fact, it's when they took the light, took the wires from behind the houses and moved them to the street. Back alongside the railroad was all your telegraph lines, and those poles were short. So actually when they came down, my father couldn't get back to where his trucks were because of that. But then in later years, Nichols sold off the different ones to different people all the way up there. But they had a right-of-way, and the water company laid a water line in that right-of-way and whatnot. But that's another story.